YouTube. A little bit different order of doing things this time. I've just got this in for a bit of a cleaning and setup. So this is a before, so I'm actually going to find out what... I don't think there's really anything wrong with it. It just needs a bit of a clean. New strings, a wee bit of a tweak here and there. Action's a wee bit high, but not super high. Just in case I adjust and stuff. So this is a silvertone. I almost said Dan Electro, even though I know it's a silvertone. Made in Indonesia. The inspection sticker looks very much like a Samick one, but they're Korean. Bolt on neck with sort of very similar to the Yamaha smooth joint system I seem to remember having on one of my guitars ages ago. Be very careful with this. This strap button's very close to the neck. I'll not drop it. It doesn't weigh anything anyway, this guitar. Let's put it on the wrong way around. Yeah. Whatever. Yes, so lipstick pickups that are mounted from the back, the same as the other Dan Electro. Because I think Silvertone and Dan Electro are the same. Was it the Sears catalogue or something? Got Dan Electro to make them guitars in the 50s and the 60s. And then there's obviously a reissue of it. Headstock shape. I kind of don't mind the headstock shape, but the concept of having the string, you know, it's pretty bad in a Les Paul headstock, where the strings kind of, yeah, that's a thing I'm going to have to be very careful about. So the angle, the strings come up at the angle and they hit the nut and then go off at crazy angles to get to the D and the G strings. That's why they never stay in tune, whereas in a Strat, they're all in a straight line. On this one, they're on a straight line, but they're on a straight line, not a straight line at an angle. So this string's coming up here and then going way over onto the... So from a mechanical and engineering aspect, I don't like that at all, but I think it does look pretty cool. Basically, you just make it, mind you, that's part of its charm, I suppose. Maybe you could put string butlers in, which might look quite mental. It does seem to be a huge amount of real estate there for... And the Silverstone logo's not exactly super predominant. Bridge is not quite like the Dan Electro one. This is what the Dan Electro I had, was it called a Futura? Something like that. The one that you couldn't get above, the body came to here, so it was like the 12th fret was difficult to get to. That one had a bridge which looked like this, but was made from like an old pram or a washing machine or something, the way original Dan Electros were. This one is that shape, but it's built like a normal bridge. It's too strung, like a telly. Is that missing a ferrule as well? Do you remember that? I would have noticed that when I changed strings. Yes, so have a wee jumbo jam on it. So, and also it's got concentric knobs. So this is the neck pickup and this is the bridge pickup. The inside one is volume and the outside is tone. So the tones and the volumes are full. Neck pickup. These are just the strings that were on it as well. I would always cut the ends off those strings immediately so I don't get poked in the eye. I think this pickup's a bit low because this is the bridge one. Both. Mind you, I suppose it does have a sort of if you're going for an acoustic sound, which I suppose when this was designed, this would be a reissue. This might even be very new. I've got a funny feeling this might be just pre-lockdown sort of thing. But in the 60s, 50s and 60s, you know, one of the things about having something like this would be so you could play a guitar loud, not necessarily so you had an electric guitar. So passable acoustic sounds, I think, are probably sort of there with single coils, and it's a strummable one, strum-able. might actually try and do a sort of. I remember it goes like. So. Is that the other bit? No, I used to playing over 4 chords. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. A minor and F. And as is customary, I'm playing through the. What have we got on just now? orange TH30, the drums and the bass are about to be coming out of that Marshall bass amp. Digitech Jamman stereo, so I can run both sides at the same time. Currently the guitar has reverb and delay on it. Distortion time. Strawberry 60s though. Rat. So I was hearing Iron Maiden there for harmony part. sorry, I could just keep going all day, and I bet you that felt like I just kept going on all day. Yeah, so actually I do like this guitar. Yes, I'm going to have to get a Dan Electro thing. This one is it's still dead light. It's not quite as Dan Electro as the other Dan Electro I had, the black one. I think, but enough of the characteristics are there. It's somewhere between the two. It looks like the original one, but it's somewhere a bit more modern. It's like the bits on it are guitar parts, which is a good thing. But part of the Dan Electro thing, I think, is having it made of, MDF and, knitting needles and stuff like that, rather than actually being made from proper guitar parts. Whereas I think this is, the bridge is certainly a little bit more robust, but it still has that sort of light. It's still kind of in tune, and these strings are ancient. These strings have the look of someone's put strings on it and then gone, right, that's the strings on, I'll just sit it there and then forgotten about it. So it's like the kind of, when I was bending them in, it's like I tuned it and I started pulling it. So what note are we at there? And down. No, it went right down pure. Every time I did that I went that far off. But I mean, using a fuzz and play something that's just got hundreds of mistakes in it anyway, and it doesn't really stick out that much. Rock on, see you tonight, tomorrow night's live stream. I'm off for some Skeletricking tonight. Yes, that's why I've not done this guitar yet. Rockin'.